Me going.
Okay.
I feel like on, I think.
You yawn weird.
Hey, what's up, sexy, beautiful cuties?
How is it going? I don't know why I said it so weird.
How's it going? Okay, but anyways, welcome to our channel. It's been a while. I know we say that almost every time because it seems to be forever between our postings.
Always.
And we just moved to Vancouver.
And we'll show you that soon, hopefully. Okay, well anyways, while we're doing this one. Anyways, what we're doing today, we're doing a, what's it called? Truth or drink. Why can't I remember?
Truth or drink, baby.
So that means we're getting our drinking on for tonight.
Also, we're very lame and it took us forever to find these questions. So, yeah, this is
please
also...
appreciate it.
Yeah, please appreciate it. Like, come on, like that, like it. Subscribe.
Okay.
Also, we would like to say in advance that this is going to be more of an adult truth or drink than it is a kid truth or drink. Also, we are drinking.
So if you're under the age of 14, you're not gonna watch this.
We are in Canada, 19, drinking age.
19,
No worries
drinking
here.
age, and we are both 20, so...
Oh, yeah.
Ready. Okay.
Oh, wait, we forgot to ask how you guys are doing. Come on.
Yeah,
Weird.
well, you guys are... I'm gonna sound like...
That's our show.
No, you're like I'm on the kids show and you're like, how are you guys doing today? And you wait for a response.
You're like, good.
That's great.
Okay, have you ever had a Oh, are we starting that hot? Okay.
Are you starting that one?
I don't know. I just read the first question. We'll come back to that one, guys. Most embarrassing moment that's happened to you within like, yeah, well, or like in the last, let's just say, few years, because you know, kindergarten doesn't really count. People pee their pants. It happens. You know, it stinkers sometimes. I'm kidding.
I don't know what kind of life you were living, but
The luxurious life pull-ups in kindergarten. I'm kidding.
why are you looking at me? Am I supposed to go first?
I don't want to go first.
Why?
Because I have too many. You know about them.
I have one, and mine's quite embarrassing, so...
Wait. Okay, say it.
Okay.
Let's go, Sky. Let's go.
Okay, so... See? I'm just getting embarrassed right now. Oh my god, fuck.
She's really getting embarrassed.
Okay, so... You know when you go to the washroom?
What? What direction is
You
this going
forgot
in?
to zip up your pants.
Oh yeah, wait. Wasn't this recent? She got told while she was
She was buying something
at H&M.
at H&M. The girl comes up to me and she's like, oh my god, I love your outfit. I'm like, oh, thanks. And then she comes up to me and she's like, you're so beautiful. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, I'm so cute.
And at the time, there's this really cute guy that was in there.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I was talking to him too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the guy I was talking to, and I was like, okay.
So yeah, it was a good moment.
He messaged me after, so it was great.
Okay, I would
So
say-
keeps in touch.
I would say my most embarrassing moment. We'll have one when you were there because you can add on to the story. We went on a cruise last year.
Oh my god, I love this story.
So we went on a cruise last year, right? Okay, and we go to like this theater, like show thing, like, you know, live performance.
yeah.
And before the performance, they were talking, so it was like around, I think, Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
It was around Remembrance Day, but I'm gonna vouch for myself. I heard,
No, okay, wait. First, they say, everybody stand that served, or whatever.
but
right?
like in my brain, I heard everybody stand to support this, like, people who have served.
Alice stands up, and everybody's looking at her like, what?
And like, right now, like, I'm really short, like 5 foot, like nothing basically. And I like stood up, I looked like a little kid because people are looking down at me because we're at the bottom level and there's people there.
And this was a few years ago, so.
And I was the only person who stood up down there and everybody was staring at me and I was like, so I like go to sit down because I'm like, wait, what just happened? And this guy starts laughing and then I'm like, and then I was like, for some reason I sat and I sprung back
And
up.
then you sat down and you're like, no, wait, I need to go back up. And you're like, oh, fridge. It was hilarious.
Yeah, and then I comprehended what was actually going on. It was really very safe.
Yeah, and then people were coming up to her after and was like, oh my god, you're so young.
They're like,
And I
I'm so
was
proud
like,
of you.
oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stand up. I'm like, thank you. That would be my most. It was really
that
very
was
safe.
hilarious.
Especially as my whole family was there and they saw me do it too, and they were with us.
Oh, I'm not supposed to drink right now.
And I feel like I was drinking at some point too, like during this. That's okay. Okay, next question. You guys should comment down below if you have any embarrassing stories because I love hearing about that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, so my worst date story actually was last year. I'm not gonna say any names because you never know who's watching. But
Who's watching?
okay, so I decided this is like I just got out of a relationship and you will know it. You will.
I know this one
Yeah,
now.
I was like, I just got out of a relationship and I was convinced. I was like, I need to do something. I need to go out with somebody. Like, I need to do something to get my mind off of it. It was like only a month or two after. I was in a 2-year relationship, so I was like, or like not even a 2-year, but kind of, you know, you get
A year and a half.
no, yeah, just like over that. But anyways, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, let's try this. Let's try to go on a date. I was out of school, so it was a lot harder too. But so I was like, you know what? Let's try this like Tinder life, you know? So I download the Tinder thing. Within like one of the first people I matched with, he ended up showing up at my work within the same day, and it's like, how the heck do you like know where I work? And it was really weird. And then after that, he texted me and he's like, hey, like why don't we like go on like a date or something? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? And then everyone's like, just try it. Like, it doesn't hurt to try it. So I'm like, okay, I go out on this date. He decides that we're gonna hike up a mountain. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was this huge, like, it's a like straight uphill hike. We used to do it for soccer and stuff, like during soccer academy. Like, this guy knows, like we used to do it. And yeah, anyways, it's not really something you want to do on your first date, especially in the wintertime when it's like freezing and cold. We're hiking up the side of the mountain and it starts pouring rain.
And you were not wearing the clothes for hiking.
Yeah, I was.
No.
Oh no, I wasn't.
You weren't. You didn't know you guys were going.
Yeah, he didn't tell me what we were doing. So I wore like little heels, like black heels, and I had runners in my car, so I ended up changing into them. But I was like wearing leggings or whatever. Anyways, we start hiking up the side of this mountain, and it's just like really awkward and weird. And then on our way down the mountain, it's raining, and I slip, and I don't mean I just slip. I like full on eat it, like falling down that thing, and then he goes like this to try to like catch me, but ends up grabbing my boobs. I'm not even kidding, I swear. I don't think I really told people that much, but he ends up like going like this, and I'm like kind of like, oh, thank you. And then we start walking a little bit more, and I slid again, and then it was just awkward. Believe it or not, he asked me out again, but things just got really weird, and it was not fun. It was really weird.
I remember you picking me up after, and I was like, how was that? And you're like, oh my god, it was horrible. And I was like, oh no. I was after work too, and I was like, oh god. Okay, well, mine. So this guy messaged me on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
On Facebook, okay? And I'm like, I was kind of young. I was like 18, maybe 17 at the time. Yeah. And so I never really like went out on a date. Right, so we just started talking.
I was in Germany at this time, like I didn't.
And then we started talking and stuff, and like just like casual talking, like where do you work, blah blah blah, blah. And then he started coming into my work, like, and just like getting the randomest things, and like sitting there with his friend, and like not even saying anything, just
wait, pause for a second. What is with guys and showing up at our work so
I
younger?
know. Literally, we worked at this one place, and literally guys start talking to us and just show up all the time.
There was this guy who like was like really into me or whatever. And I never knew him, like never knew of him. He went to a different school than me, and apparently he used to show up there all the time because he wanted to run into me. Never even knew where he was until like a year ago.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, he started showing up and stuff, and then I was like, okay, like, you know, my other friend that worked there or whatever was like, you know, go talk to him. He's so cute, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, kind of thing, right? So then we ended up going on a date, right? So he picks me up, and, it's called, right? And it's just very, like, awkward. You know, it's just, I don't know, there's like nothing really to talk about, and I'm trying to start small talk, and it's just like awkward, right? And he only had things to talk about himself. It was like
sorry, I know this guy.
Oh, how are you today? Oh, I'm good. And they want to ask back, and I was like, oh, that's great. Like, what are you getting up to or anything like that? He says his answer, he doesn't ask back. I'm like, oh, okay. It's just a one-sided conversation. I'm like, oh god.
It's like,
and it got really like, I don't know, just like annoying because we were in the car. We were just kept driving for hours on end. And we stopped at a beach. And I'm like, oh, let's get out. And he's like, no, I don't really want to get out. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we go to another beach. And then I'm like, yeah, let's go for a walk or whatever. He's like, no, like, I think we should just sit here and talk. And I'm like,
but like, this is a first date, guys.
This is a first date. I'm like, let's go do something. Like, go for a walk on a beach or anything else than be in the car. We were in the car for at least 3 hours. And I was like, oh my God. And then finally at the end, we went to a place, I think it was called. We went to the liquor store. And he went in, came out. And I was like, can you just drop me off at my friend's place? Like, yeah, like, you know. And he's like, yeah, totally. Like, you know, there's a party happening or whatever. You should come over. I'm like, yeah. Totally.
I didn't know that part of the story. He invited you to a party.
That's why I went to the liquor store and everything. And I was like, no. And he was quite a bit older than me too. Yeah. He was at least like 4 years older than me. And I don't know. It was just so awkward. And he only talked about himself, and there was something off about him. Not saying like off. I don't know how to put it, but it was just like he just wanted.
Date, like
it was something off at the date, and like he just always talked to himself, and I was just like,
yeah,
wasn't the best of times.
I got a call from you, like I think the next day, or like I don't know, because like it was different time zones.
Yeah.
And then she was explaining it to me, and I was like, what?
And then leaving out the whole other part is then after that, I was like, I don't really want to see this guy again. Like, I don't know, it's just like he wasn't interested in getting to know me and anything like that, right? And anything and stuff. But then he would call me. And I'd answer and I'd be like, hi. And then he would be like, you know, talking all the time. And then he called me drunk all the time. And then another time, I'm like,
he freaked out at her one time.
He freaked out at me because I ended things. I was like, okay, like you need to stop calling me. I'm sorry, I'm just not interested. And I don't think like we should talk very much anymore or whatever. And then he called me drunk, pissed, and he was so mad and just started freaking out at me.
And we were like at a group event like that night.
Yeah, it was bad. And I was like, what the hell is happening? Yeah.
Yeah,
that was fun, right?
Guys, let's just say it. Don't go on dates with people you have no idea who they are.
Yeah, true.
Do you have a kink?
I do, but I'm not sharing my kink.
Oh no, Ted. Okay.
Mine.
Have you ever eaten while you're on the toilet? Doesn't matter if
No.
you're peeing, pooing, no.
No, I have never in my life. Have you? You are fucking weird.
I was in a rush and I'm like like trying to go to
I
work.
will not. I will literally be in a rush and I will leave whatever I'm eating on the counter and go to the washroom.
No, I had made a piece of toast, peanut butter jam, you know, like this was a fast breakfast. I'm leaving, I'm going to work kind of thing. And I like put it in my mouth. I'm like, oh, I have to pee. Go to the bathroom, go pee, run out. Not even flush the toilet or anything, I'm just gone. Live for the next person.
Fuck, that's why there's always pee in there whenever I go in there.
She's kidding. But that's funny. Yeah, we live together now, by the way, in a basement, so like, making apples.
That is the Lord's.
Thank you so much.
We wish at the fountain.
Just start stopping.
It's over. It's over.
Someone you wish you met sooner in life or later in life.
Someone you wish you met sooner in life. I wished I met you sooner in life.
Me too.
I think if we met when we went to like kindergarten and stuff like that, we would have been best of friends and got along with like off the bat.
So we were both really sporty, like really outgoing. We were both the weirdos in class, you know, like the
If
ones...
you don't know, we met when we were we met in grade 5, but we became friends in grade 6.
Yeah.
So kind of thing, but like I wish we met in like kindergarten or like when we were really younger, just because I never had my best friends before that. Were all very shy and I was a very outgoing one, and I had nobody that was like outgoing like me. That's why I think we clicked so fast when we became friends.
Also, like, yeah, like both of us, okay, not to get emotional or anything, we were very picked on at school, like especially in my hometown where like I grew up. I didn't grow up where she did. That's kind of like why we didn't meet sooner. But like we were both really like bullied.
Yeah.
She got bullied more in middle school. I was bullied more in elementary school.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like we would have just like, you know, we would have had each other, so it would have been fine.
And we're both very sporty, very outgoing. I know if we were in kindergarten together, I would have made sure I was your friend.
Yeah, me too.
Because like,
I've been like,
that's what I used to do. When I was little, I didn't care. I would literally go up to anybody and be like, yeah, you're my new best friend.
Okay, so we moved out, instantly started working our butts off. Like, we haven't gone out, done anything fun for like 40 days probably. Like, we've gone out, we went out to one arcade, like that's all we've done. And
we haven't done
all I do, I work like every single day. So we're like, tonight, you know what, screw it. We're gonna drink some wine, hang out with each other, and make a YouTube video because we want to do this. Like, we think it's so fun.
This. It's just hard to find the time.
So we're like, screw that, we have time, we're gonna do it.
Exactly.
That's our new thing.
Yeah, that was a hiccup and that was not it. Okay, what's the next one? I gotta pee, guys.
No, you don't.
I do.
Like this.
That is disgusting if you really think about what she's doing. That is disgusting.
Starts screaming. Fills up the glass. That's why it's that color. Just ready? Let's go. We're on a budget now that we moved out, guys.
Okay.
What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
Go somebody naked and go.
But imagine this. You'd go out and you'd be like, oh, I can be naked, I can run around. And then you'd start wearing off.
And then you think you're invisible because you're only invisible for like an hour, and then you're like out and about, and you're like, I'm just naked, and people are like, what the hell?
And then you're just this weird.
You go up to somebody and you're like, and they're like, why are you doing that? You're like, you can see me?
You're invisible. People could still touch you, right? Because like you just can't see you.
Oh my God.
So imagine
I'd
if you,
freak out people so bad.
I was thinking, like, imagine if you went up and like pants someone.
I was like, what's
Yeah,
this?
like, pants someone. If you went up to them and pants someone, and then all of a sudden they turn around like whack, and you go, like that didn't go.
That'd be hilarious.
You spend your whole invisible life getting run over by a car.
How'd you die? I was invisible and I got run over by a car. I didn't see me.
That's what I mean. Like, it wouldn't work.
The dog starts barking at you. Not here.
Have you ever had a one-night stand with no feelings involved?
I have to think about this. I have to. No. Oh, yes. Have I?
I'm gonna drink.
Have I not? Have I? I don't know. Do you know? Oh, okay. Did you say you're gonna drink?
I did drink.
On the.
Oh, whoa, it's magic.
You know.
Blackout story, funniest one, let's go. Falls and like off the thing into the back of like this glass thing.